So it's a Friday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 135, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. This episode's only going to be 4 minutes. Nah, I'm lying. So last week was a bad night. It was you know what? It wasn't even really that bad. It was just very, very, very. Hold on, let me fucking adjust myself here. I got my sneakers on out here and my shoelaces under my fucking foot in between the sole, and it's annoying me. So, this fucking melon head, right? So, I know you heard the phone call. So, this is the whole fucking story, right? It's totally fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So Ronnie, apparently, he says he's got two homeboys staying the night. Got two of his friends staying the night, right? So they say, oh, can we go to McDonald's? And I can't remember, it was podcast time, so what was that, around 9 o'clock, something like that. I don't think it was 10, but it might have been. It was late for, McDonald's fucking trip. So it's like, can we go to McDonald's? Yeah, okay. So she takes him over there. And when they go in, Ronnie goes to the bathroom immediately. Erica and Alyssa figure out their fucking order on the kiosk or whatever the fuck. And then Ron comes back and the guy working says, dude, you can't be in here on that bullshit anymore. You gotta you gotta stop with this fucking bullshit when you come in here. I cleaned the bathroom for 3 fucking hours, and then you came in and fucking pissed all over the floor. And he's talking to Ron, not knowing that Ronnie's mother's right there. And she goes, fucking, whoa, what's going on? Whatever. And he's like, oh, who are you? She's like, I'm his mother. And the guy was like embarrassed. He said, look, the real manager wanted to ban him from the place. And I told him, no, they're just kids. So then what he tells her is they pissed all over everything. They pissed all over the toilet paper, the walls, the fucking everything too. It may have even been 3 of the motherfuckers in there pissing all over everything. So I told him a story probably a week prior when me and Snooki were in we were drunk and we were at this place in the city. Anyway, I felt disrespected by the way the fucking staff was talking to us. So we got our shit, and then I went and pissed all over. Well, both of us, we pissed all over everything all in the bathroom. And I told him this story, and he laughed, right? And this is somewhere that I'd never been since then. This was probably 06, 07, something like that. Definitely between 06 and 07. But maybe, I can't, it was probably 06, 07. And, because I quit in 08, I think, right? March 14th, 08? Was it 08? 09? 08. 08. 09. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I can't fucking remember. It was 08 or 09. No, I met her in 09. 1109. So I had, I had freshly quit like less than a year. Damn, I don't fucking know. No, it must have been. I think it was March 08. Whatever 17 years for before this year was. 17 years in March, whatever the fuck that equals. 08 or 09. So it was either really, really early 08 or late 07, 06. Not fucking important, but you know how my mind works. So I tell him this story, right? And I'm trying not to justify it by saying I was drinking and I felt disrespected, because that's not a reason to behave in that way, especially now that I clean toilets. You know, I don't really respect that type of behavior. So I'm like, all right, man, well, what the fuck? So now she's embarrassed, right? And at some point during this whole thing, they squeeze out an entire fucking foam hand sanitizer all over the fucking floor while they're in there. They're just really going. Anyway, so she's super fucking embarrassed that she just had this talk to by this dude. And doesn't this motherfucker say after they leave and get back here and start getting the lashing, that when he walked in and went to the bathroom, he did it again. He did it again, walked out and got lectured about doing it earlier in the day. Now this fucking place is less than 5 minutes from my house. They go there sometimes once a day, sometimes twice a day. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like, you can't do that shit. So I'm telling him, dude, you can't fucking do that shit where you live in places. And not even just like, oh, it doesn't matter if I get kicked out of there. I don't like that fucking place anyway. This is somewhere you like to go. Why are you trying to get kicked out of places that you like to be? What the fuck is wrong with you? So, whatever. You know, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, so that's what. So I think of that, and I go, what the fuck are you doing, man? Amongst other things, he's just doing very disappointing shit, man. Like very out of character shit. Him and Bone are both fucking failing shit. They're getting in school suspension. Then I'm fucking looking all around Main Street and I see his tag everywhere. The motherfucker be up with that drip machine. Which I don't care. That's fine. But then, so I said, oh, look at this. It was an S and a K. And I'm like, oh shit, it's an S and a K. I was like, you got some competition, Ronnie. He goes, that's the name I write at my school. I said, what? He's like, yeah, I write the S and the K at school. But then I decided to write it a little bit outside of school so then they wouldn't think that it was just at the school. And I'm like, well, if it's just at the school, they're going to know it's somebody who is fucking here. It's not some like older vandal coming in the school to do vandalism. They're going to know that it's you, stupid. You fucking idiot. So just use your fucking name. Who gives a fuck? But I appreciate him thinking about it a little bit. So he's got all these alternate fucking names. But he did blam out the whole fucking Main Street, so that was cool. I'm happy about that. Look at me telling his escapades. Dry snitching. Whatever. But so just I don't, in that kind of fucking, and he's vaping. He won't stop vaping. I told him smoke cigarettes like a real man, motherfucker. Vaping. Come on, dog. You don't got, like, and I'm trying to tell him they don't give a fuck. I'm trying to tell him, dude, quitting fucking nicotine was and still is like the hardest thing I've ever done. I think about it fucking daily, constantly. Here and there, and maybe not constantly, but multiple times a day, I think about smoking. Shit, I haven't smoked cigarettes since 08, I think. I think I quit smoking Newports in 08. I ain't smoked cigarettes, but I still think about smoking fucking cigarettes. Still think about smoking Newports. Like, I'll smell one of my mother's cheap ass fucking cigarettes and I'll be like, damn, that shit smells good. Shit, where the fuck was I? We were at Easter and someone was smoking around back of my fucking uncle's house. And I was like, damn, this shit smells good. And it probably doesn't smell good. But I'm trying to tell him, like, dude, this is a fucking habit that you don't need, man. Like, I mean, you don't need any habits, but it doesn't even get you a buzz. It does a little bit, I guess. And not even fucking vaping. You don't get that tobacco buzz. You get a little nicotine shit, but not that fucking that fucking head high fucking tobacco shit. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? So it's very disappointing behavior. And I was fucking very just disappointed and upset about the whole fucking thing. And I was just in a bad mood all the way around for all kinds of fucking reasons. Just fucking frustrated and fucking annoyed. So, I keep hearing from all these fucking suppliers, they got this white that will work for me. And I'm like, all right, well, let's do it. And they're like, alcohol soluble. Well, it's alcohol dispersible. Well, it's blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, why is this what? I can't believe how long we've been talking about this. For months. A year? A fucking year, maybe? Why is this such a big deal? Give me the fucking white. And it's not even going to be that great. I just want it. These fucking annoy me. Whatever. I got it. And you know what? Once I get it, I won't even care. It's like I get fixated on shit, and then ultimately it doesn't even fucking matter, Like, all right, I gotta get this, and then I get it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. My parents call it the Silver Surfer syndrome because there was this fucking Silver Surfer action figure back in the day that I fucking wanted like no other. And I got it, but I was fixated on that motherfucker big time. But in this scenario, I got it and I was very happy with it for a long time. In these other scenarios, I want something so fucking bad, and then I get it and I don't care anymore. The Silver Surfer, I really enjoyed that. And it was between the Silver Surfer and this one, they were my favorite fucking action figures. I had the Iceman action figure. Now this is when X-Men was the cartoon was fucking bumping. I fucking loved X-Men. So when the movies came out, man, like the actual, I was like very fucking excited about that. I was very happy about the X-Men movies. I still am. No, I shouldn't say that because I haven't seen any of the other shit like the Avengers and all that shit. I've never seen none of that. But the X-Men series, I was like in the Wolverine shit. Even the ones that were in what is it, a separate universe but the same universe or whatever the fuck it is. I like those. I enjoyed them too. But anyway, the Iceman toy was fucking dope. It was like clear. It was fucking cool. I thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever. So I get fixated on shit, and then I fucking have to have it. Like I was so upset the other day because this fucking what are they, linemen? I got a pair of lineman pliers that I used to make the Saturday Night Special scribe, right? And I could probably do it with something else, but those work good for how I do it, how I bend the fucking little metal thing, because it's more difficult than you would think to bend a little tiny little fucking piece of steel like that. If it was fucking a foot long, it would be much easier. But when it's that fucking small, I gotta like torque it and use all this fucking torque to bend it and hold it. But the flat nose pliers kind of allow it to get the crease that I need because it's flat. Anyway, I couldn't find them shits. And I got to I'm like, what the fuck, man? I got to make this one little fucking thing that's hindering my whole process. So I'm tearing apart the fucking basement. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm tearing apart everything. I'm like, motherfucker. So she's got to, I can't remember where she's got to go. She got to go somewhere. Drop Alyssa off at the boyfriend's house. Something. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going. We're going to Home Depot. I got to fucking get these fucking pliers. Because it bothered me so much that right then and there, they weren't there. They weren't where I fucking put them. They weren't where I fucking needed them to be. I was so upset. So I go there. Of course, they don't have the same ones. You know, I've had them for a long time, probably 10 years now. So, of course, they don't have the same ones. And I want the same ones. I'm like, I want the fucking same ones. So I start looking at, like, similar ones or bigger. I don't want them to be bigger. I want them to be the fucking same. So I'm like, all right, we'll go to Harbor Freight and see if they got a smaller set. So they kind of had a smaller set. It was like $6 or something like that. They weren't the same. It wasn't the same, but it would have worked. I get home and I go, I bet you they're up in that little motherfucker's room. I go up there right on his fucking computer table. Of course he fucking had them. I told him, you owe me $6, motherfucker. So now I have two. But the ones that I got, I really don't like. So I'm glad that I found the other ones. But I was so goddamn fixated on the fucking things. If I would have just relaxed and took a couple minutes and fucking thought about it, I probably could have come to that conclusion sooner than going to the store and buying another one. So the moral of today's story is try not to hyperfixate on shit. Don't be like me. Be your own self. Like I'm hyperfixated on something right now. I'm thinking about this fucking project that I have to get done. And I got fucking 10 gallons of shit I got to make. And I got to get base for it. This is base that I don't make myself. I have to have it made because it's special. And it's fucking frustrating me that I'm trying to fucking deal with these people. See, it's fucked up because the company that actually makes the shit is like 40 minutes from here. And the company I have to buy it from is like 2,000 miles from here. And I'm like, I'll just go get it. And they're, no. I was like, I'll just go get it. I need it immediately. So it's like driving me fucking crazy. I did just get a shipping update, like right before I came out here, that it's not going to be here Monday. That it should be here tomorrow, which is a plus because I was getting fucking angry. But I would have liked to just go pick it up today from there and then have it and then get to fucking work. But I'm mulling it over in my mind, like, all right. What time do I got to do this tomorrow? I got to do this. Oh man, I see one of the corners. I put up some acoustic foam, along the wall, more. And I'm looking at one of the corners is kind of popping off. I probably didn't do it the right way because for some reason in my mind I thought they would have some sort of sticky backing, which for the price I got it at, I don't know why the fuck I would have thought it was anything more than it is. It's probably not even real. Like, the price I got this shit at was a very good price. And probably too good is what I'm saying. It's probably not real. It's probably just styrofoam cut into triangles. It probably doesn't have any actual anything. But what it will do, at the very least, is take the echo out of the box. Once, so I got one more wall. Not wall. I don't know why I call it a wall. It's not the wall is fucking up. I got to put the fucking OSB on the wall. And then the interior of this is almost done. That part, the box will be done. And then I can put some a little bit of foam here and there, and then on the ceiling. Like I got the solid wall to the left where the mics are kind of gonna be, and I don't know, like mine is off to the right, and guests would be off to their right, but their right is up against the wall, so it actually makes more sense for them. But I think since mine is a directional mic, I don't fucking know. Anyway, what the point is I'll probably scatter it throughout. Put little ones on the ceiling and shit too, and it'll kind of take that echo out of here. Is what I think anyway. Unless it doesn't work at all, it just does nothing. It looks cool though. It fucking looks cool. I acquired a can of this spray adhesive probably 10 years ago now from somewhere that I was at, and I acquired it, and I never really had a fucking use for it. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck and then I was looking, I was like, yo, no sticky shit on the back of these, huh? I've been saving this can of Ram Tac fucking spray adhesive for a special occasion. And look what we got. Now we got it. And it seemed to work pretty well. And I'm thinking too, I don't think it's too buku. Like if I had to take a couple squares out for whatever, if I had an idea or have to move anything, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I could just rip the square out. And maybe I have to scrape off a little bit of shit, but so, and getting them other shits, what is it, like Command Tac or whatever the fuck, that would have been a lot more expensive than the free can of shit that I had. So, and we're trying to build the studio on a fucking budget here. I don't have any goddamn money. Fucking trying to make this shit fucking cost efficient, whatever the fuck I'm trying to do. Oh shit. So that's about it, man. That's what I got. That's what I got. Yeah, so anyway. What else is there? There's something else I was thinking about too. Oh, that fucking signature Scribe video. I didn't even realize that was the Rick and Morty voice until somebody said it. And I know I've seen clips. I never really watched the show, but it was not AI. Just so you know, I don't want anyone going crazy. He used an AI voice. It was a voice changer. Like if you listen to the show, you can hear that's like. Well, I don't know, because it does distort it quite a bit. I was going to say could probably recognize just by the way I talk, but I was also talking on a voiceover and not live. So my inflections when talking live are different than when I'm recording a voiceover, if that makes sense. Because I'm sitting there thinking about it, I got to get everything I need to say into a minute or however long the video is, and then I have to also think about what I'm looking at. So, being like a sports commentator, I have to look at the video and talk about the video. So I guess my inflections are kind of different in the way I say things. But again, I'm like a total fucking nutcase. You could listen to this shit for the last however many years and say, well, he used to talk like this, and sometimes he talks like this, and we could tell when he's having like some sort of manic episode because he's like this, or when he's upset, or when he blah, 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 blah. My brain fucking goes in. I bet you there would be like some kind of psychiatrist that could listen to this and fucking diagnose me and say like, yeah, something's wrong with him. He's a sociopath or whatever the fuck it is. I'm sure there's some professional that could listen to the way I talk and come to some conclusions about what might be the matter with me. So that's about that. So the what the fuck we got? The signature blacktop is out. Not a big deal. Anyone could have made one at any point by getting a compact blacktop and an XL. What's that called? I call it a handle. The silver part, the Scribe, and get the XL silver part replacement Scribe. and then put those together, and that's the signature model, because that is, well, it's what I'm carrying now. It's what I carried for a long ass time until I made this other shit, just because I wanted something shiny for a little while. And now I'm back to that model. I just like it. I like it more. Sometimes the standard black top is too much, and the compact isn't enough. So the little extra bit from the XL is where it's at. I don't know. It could all be in my mind, because it could be the same size as the other shit, but it just feels different. I don't know. But that's up. I don't know what I'm going to do. Punch Marker killed the fucking cinder blocks for me. This motherfucker is got a 1 million view video. He's got fucking so much work to do. And a video with 1 million views is doing some fucking work. And this dude finds time to fucking make a bunch of different color fucking 3D printed fucking cinder blocks for me. He designed all this shit. He designed it. He fucking prototyped it. Did all these different kinds. So if you don't have any Punch Marker in your fucking current lineup, I implore you, please go get some. Go get a tool for yourself. Whatever it may be, an etch, a fucking stabbing device, whatever you want, whatever fits your personalities. Custom options are fucking ridiculous. So I got those, and I don't even know what to do with them. I don't know if they're gonna be like damage pack shit, or if they're gonna be, I don't know what to do with them yet. I haven't figured it out. If I just offer them up for fucking, a couple bucks, see what we could do. I don't know. I don't know what to do. But he found time to do that, and fucking and thank you, man. That's fucking cool of you. Especially with what you got going on, being busier than shit. So, it's fucking, that shit means a lot to me. So we got that. What else do we got? What else do I got going on? Oh, this is kind of fucked up. But this dude, I don't know if I ever told you guys about this dude named Stacks. I went to school with him at the Christian school, right? He's a strange cat, and but he was always cool with me. He was a strange dude, but he was cool enough. He was like, he kind of walked the line of being like a good Christian kid, but he was also like, kind of did fucked up shit. And so he was real quiet, redhead kid. And he always worked. He worked a lot. Like when he wasn't at school, he was working on a farm, we're teenagers and shit. So he had money. He was one of the first people I knew with a car. He was one of the first people I knew with a fucking real nice cell phone. And, real nice cell phone. At the time, you'd get fucking clowned on for that shit now. But anyway. He used to do some weird shit, though. He used to do a lot of weird shit, like when it came to girls and shit. Like there was this girl we went to school with, just a normal girl, real nice. He like became obsessed with her, right? And he was like drawing all these fucking pictures of her. It was almost like that Napoleon Dynamite picture, actually. But but anyway, he was like obsessed with her and did all this shit, and she was like. And they were like good Christian kids, like official, and they were like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with all that. So one day he was like bugged the fuck out, and I get to the school, and the principal, she's I don't know if it's the principal, the head of the school, or the director. She was a principal, and the other lady was a director. Anyway, she was like, I heard Stacks is out back of the school fucking sitting there in the parking lot with his shirt off. It was in the middle of the fucking winter. They're like, totally against school policy. Can you go out there and talk to him and try to see what's going on? because we're about to call the sheriff. And he had been asked to leave the school at this point because of all that crazy shit that he was doing. And this was a really easy going school. It was like 30 people in the motherfucker from K through 12. Like it was very small, very one-on-one, very fucking a very intimate relationship as far as a school goes. Like, you know, there was a couple people in classes and shit. Some classes I was the only fucking one in certain classes, or maybe one other person. Anyway, so he like was out in the parking lot and he pulled out and he had, I don't remember watching him do it, but I think from the time they seen him in the parking lot to the time I got out there, he cut himself across the chest all up with a big ass knife. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, what's up, man? You know, and he's like, oh yeah. Oh, you know, today might be the day. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, man, you should get the fuck out of here. They're going to call the cops on you and shit. And you don't need no fucking problems. And he's like, yeah, you're probably right, Kyle. Okay. So he fucking leaves. He didn't even leave. I left because I was like, yo, I got to tell them to lock the fucking door. So I went back in, whatever. We went on break. And I feel like I told this story before. We went on Christmas break. So it was like Christmas to New Year. And he broke into the fucking school over this time. Ripped the door off to the office like a fucking animal, they said. And then stole all the computers. And he broke some other shit. I can't remember. He broke some shit. Like symbolism breaking shit. So he was living in this apartment and he had migrant workers living next door. They were probably without documentation or nothing. Like, and some farming shit. And living next door in a double. So he sells the fucking computer to them. One of the computers. They give him, I don't know, a couple $100 for it. These fucking migrant workers fucking turn on the fucking computer. They see that, like, this is a school's fucking computer, like the office computer. They call the law. The law books him. So he ends up going to jail. He got sentenced to shock camp. First day of shock camp, they said, now who wants to go to prison? And him and one other dude raised their fucking hand. So he went and did 8 months in Elmira, which is fucking hardcore for a teenager, man. He went and did that time, son. Fuck. And so then after he got back, I saw him a couple times. I never, like, we hung out here and there before that. And he was like drinking. He was the first person I ever knew that was talking on the cell phone and drinking and driving, and then crashed on the phone. It was the first ever, probably the only accident I ever listened to live over the phone. But he hit a car in a mall that's not even there anymore, parking lot, drunk, fucking calling me after seeing a movie. And he fucking was calling me, telling me about this movie, and he was drunk and he hit this fucking car. And then he panicked and threw the open beer under the seat and spilled all over everywhere. I don't know how the fuck he didn't get a underage and a DWI and whatever the fuck else. And being on the phone, the cell phone law might have not even been in effect yet, because it was, cell phones were like, not everybody had them shits. But he was a real fucking, anyway, I was dating this girl. He like showed up at her fucking house and shit. It was like randomly one day, you know, without me there. And he like was like fucking, yeah, it was real creepy and shit. But I was like, wow, whatever. He's driving. He got the whip. He's got some money. He used to have a bottle of Black Velvet all the time. So I was like loving that shit. And, but anyway, so he went and did some time, and I didn't really see him. And then, I would run into him like once every 5 years somewhere, gas station, fucking Walmart, whatever. Hey, what's up? Always he had his life together. He got some kids or something, or he got with a girl who had kids. Oh, okay. And then we seen him when we moved out here. He was working at Home Depot, and he was like, oh, what are you doing out here? And all this shit started going to my mind, and I was like, oh, he's working here, so that means he must live around here. I was like, they didn't have what we needed over at the Value in fucking Medina. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we should hang out. And I'm like, yeah, I'm working a lot, whatever. I was like, fuck, man, that was this motherfucker saying. You know what he tells me then? He's like, I do DoorDash, too. He's like, but I don't have a driver's license, so I do it under somebody else's name. And I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, so we're driving down fucking Main Street. I don't even know when it was. I think it was in the summertime. And I go, oh, there he goes right there. There's Stacks. And he's riding a bicycle, right? Like real aggressively down the sidewalk. And then the next day, she's looking at the local police blotter. And she goes, that Stacks? Is this him? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's him. He started running from the police. Like, it must have been when we seen him. And then he ditched the bike and tried to run on foot and got caught and went to jail for something. I don't even know what it was. He might had some drugs maybe. Or I don't know what the fuck. Or maybe it was just fleeing and eluding. So I was like, oh shit, yeah. So then like a month later, he gets busted for selling fucking crack to somebody. In the police blotter again, selling fucking crack cocaine. Crack cocaine tube steak shit. Remember that shit? And I gave birth to Jay-Z. So I was like, oh shit, man. Fucking, not everybody sells crack. I was like, look, motherfucker's crazy. Son. He made the big news this time. This motherfucker got busted with the bad stuff on the computer. With a lot of it. A lot of it. Like 15,000 images and videos and all this shit in some fucking literally years long investigation that started in 2020. What the fuck? The bad stuff. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Now, I would have never thought that. I thought he was a creep. He did his creepy shit to people our own age. He wasn't like trying to creep, doing weird shit on the fucking elementary school kids. Not that I know of. And then, he must got the drug problem. Okay. People got drug problems. And then that shit, I said, what the fuck? And that's a lot, man. Like before Verizon fucked my cloud all up and deleted everything off of it and fucking ruined all my shit and then told me sorry about your luck and that it was a mistake on their end, that their fucking employees should have never done that. Anyway, I had that cloud for, I don't know, man, years and years and years. All Devastator shit, my family shit, just everything. Everything went to the cloud as soon as it was fucking saved. Or as soon as it was taken, it would like upload every 15 minutes. So I had all kinds of old content just for the and Devastator has some fucking content. And that was like, even if I took 20 pictures and used one, it was all there. That was like 15,000. And that's with my everything, like multiple phones worth of shit. And that was like every picture I ever took of my family, my cats, my fucking work, fucking Devastator, everything. This motherfucker had that in the bad stuff, dog. What the fuck? And some shit to do with animals, too. Huh. I was like, fuck. Guess he's not available for babysitting this weekend. Oh, motherfucker. Speaking of babysitting. Son, we're sitting there. I already sent this shit to MKA. This shit is crazy, son. Erica's looking out our fucking, sitting from the couch looking out the fucking front window. She says, oh my God, the fucking baby across the street's out the window. I look. there's this baby in diapers out the second story window, standing in the fucking windowsill, about to fall out onto the fucking porch roof and fall off onto the ground. So she's like going for the door. I walk outside. I'm like, your baby's hanging out the fucking window. I don't know. I tried to get somebody inside to get the motherfucker first. So the baby like thought I was yelling at the baby and went back inside. Thought, oh shit, I'm in trouble. It's probably like 2. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I really don't know. That's that scumbag that let the cat die in the basement. Yes, MKA. That is the same motherfuckers. She begs on fucking Facebook on all these anonymous accounts and all this shit. And all I do all day fucking is watch on the fucking camera fucking people delivering fucking free diapers, free food, free all this shit. And she had the fucking last fucking baby daddy was over for about 2 weekends and fucking then she got knocked up after she kicked the last guy to fuck out who she got kids with. And she only has custody of 50% of her fucking kids. And I see why. It's probably for the best. You know, probably falling off that roof probably wouldn't have been the worst thing for that kid because then maybe they all would have got took and ended up somewhere fucking better. I doubt it would have died. But anyway, fucking, so the baby goes back in, so we go back in. She says, he said, it was two fucking minutes later, he's in the window again. I said, I need to get this. I took a picture of that shit real quick. Boom. Good thing about having a new phone is it actually works when you want it to for now. I said, foop, foop, bam. I opened up the door. I yelled probably louder than I ever yelled in the last, I don't know, man, maybe in my life. She from across the street, there's a man on a wheelchair, a motorized wheelchair, trying to talk to the baby, telling it to go back in the fucking house. She must have heard me from her goddamn wherever the fuck she was. Comes out, grabs the baby in the window, pulls it back in the house. It's out. It's about to fall off. I don't know what to fucking do. You know, what do I don't know. Maybe taking a picture was wrong. Maybe I should have ran down there and put my arms out. But what I'm thinking is, if you run down there and act like you jump to me, maybe he's going to say, oh, maybe I'll jump to this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't know, man. Just try to get them to take care of their fucking. I got enough problems, dog. I can't be wrapped up in this shit. But what the fuck is this fucking disgusting bitch doing? What is she fucking doing? What are you doing over there where you don't like your baby? Your fucking baby, dog. Dude, when I had small children like that, they were bad, so you couldn't really like leave them alone for any amount of time. Let alone, motherfucker, climb out the fucking window of the house. What are you doing? What the fuck, man? So, whatever, man. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? And you know what, man? She's not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna have to look at that disgusting bitch for a long time because the state pays her motherfucking rent. And apparently the community feeds her and her fucking children more so than food stamps or anything like that. Because you know she gets that shit, but apparently that's not enough. So all these other fucking people, and I see the people pulling up. They're broke ass motherfuckers just like me. Pulling up, fucking donating, giving them shit. That fucking church pulled up and brought in fucking 12 fucking boxes of Christmas gifts. All wrapped. Probably bullshit, but it didn't cost her a fucking thing. Fucking crazy, man. And apparently if the kid falls out the window and dies, she'll just have another one. Fucking, you know, like, because she got a couple month old in there from the last fucking baby daddy that hung out for literally fucking 3 weekends. Maybe 2. What the fuck, man? Never seen his ass again. He was out. She takes advantage of her elderly fucking downstairs neighbor who has an elderly mother that's bedridden and never leaves the house. What the fuck, man? Now I'm out here. I have no fucking time for myself to do anything. I'm constantly fucking busy running around, and this fucking bitch is over there begging on. She got so many. She blocked Erica because she knew Erica was onto her shit, so she blocked her. So Erica made a fake fucking joint and to keep an eye on her fucking begging. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, son. Alyssa boyfriend, motherfucker, he got 3 jobs. 3 jobs. How the fuck you don't have one? You don't have one. You can't do. The lady next door, she works from home. She got a job. She's on a fucking computer on the phone all fucking day. You can't do that? You can't figure that out, motherfucker? Anyway, whatever. Love you guys. Thank you. I hope I made up for it today with a little fucking demented story time and fucking parenting things. I love you, everyone. Dick, everyone. I love you all. Shout out to Machine Studio. Shout out to Punch Marker. Shout out to MKA Gasp. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Psychotic. Shout out to every motherfucker. All the motherfuckers. Shout out to my guy from YouTube. Shout out to you, GOAT. There's a motherfucker from Philly whose package got sent back. If you're here and you didn't get your package in Philadelphia, it got returned to sender. I sent you a fucking email. I haven't heard back from you. Everybody, I love you. I'm out of here. Keep an eye on your fucking children. I wouldn't let my fucking cat climb out the fucking window. What the fuck?